Gumelo is a home furniture group wherein we used pomelo waste clay in order to create table lamps. So the clay that we made were collected from pomelo waste and pomelo peels from Carbon and along the roads of Colon. How we thought of making clay from the pomelo peels, our research first was like mainly on fruit peels, so like there was no specific fruit involved yet. So we were thinking of calamansi peels or like orange peels, banana peels, and then most of these fruits were already made into like different types of materials. So we tried to like broaden our scope and like find more fruit peels that were common here in Cebu, but we're still not researched more on it to make like products. So that's how we figured that pomelo has pectin in our research, which was helpful in becoming a thickening agent for the clay. First, we collected the pomelo peels, dried that out, we cleaned it, we got rid of like the water content of the pomelo. We blended it into smaller shreds and pieces with a grinder and blender. We used glue and vinegar. We microwaved it with 30 seconds interval. Then we let it cool down, and then after it's cooled down, it starts to become this clay texture now. Personally, I think it had like kanang murag. It gave the pomelo peel clay made like a lot of character. It gave character to the product itself. So I think kanang market-wise, it would be a good conversation starter. Now, this product is like made sustainably with banana peels.
We're looking for a material that produced a lot of waste, because that's one of the things that, of course, in organic materials, where we can source material for our project. And one of the fruits that we stumbled upon was, of course, the rambutan, which is what we ended up using. My group mates often ate rambutan, and so there was just this one moment where they thought, oh, what if this is what we use for our material? Because every time you eat the rambutan, the peel would just be thrown away, and it really produces a lot of waste. And during the time when we were doing this project, it was also the season for rambutan. So there were a lot in the market, and so we figured, this seems like has potential for our project. There aren't actually a lot of research available in terms of rambutan as clay or like as a material. Most of the researches that we found were more about its medicinal properties. And so, of course, with rambutan, when we started diving into, maybe we can actually use this as well for like some sort of material, like perhaps clay, we discovered both good and bad properties. Well, not bad, but just properties that make it difficult to turn it into clay. But one of the good things that we found about rambutan is it's really fibrous. And so with that, obviously rambutan is very hairy, right? So once we processed it, it's really fibrous. And with that, it has a lot of strength in it. And so with that, we realized that aside from decorative or ornamental or homeware products, if rambutan clay can actually also be used for building materials, like let's say composite or maybe bricks, because of its fiber and because of the strength that comes with that property.
For me, since archipelago in the Philippines, we're surrounded by like the ocean, so dagan siya kitag sources to seaweed. So it's like kanang way to produce different types of things in moto yung giman ganiha nga. Like we don't really see seaweed as something used as a material to make products. So wala naman na-explore nga kanang potentiality sa seaweed, kaya pwede siya ma-expound pa or may research on para maka-create more products. Kaya di naman limited to bioclay ang mabuhat sa seaweed. But also, like katong bioplastic, potentially pwede siya mabuhat in other products or materials.
Right now, sa field of product design, we're too fixated on like innovate, like as especially as starting, like that's all I think I thought about, like how to make things that are innovative. Pero right now, as product designers, it's important as to start thinking na like we make a lot of things. There's already so much things, and we are partly responsible of the things that go to waste every day. So, mona, the design cannot only focus on the design. We can also innovate on the material that we use, from making sustainable materials, like making the most of things that we don't think that we can use from our environment.
Tamea is more of like a hardwood, but made out of 45% resin and 55% tamarind shells. It can be used for like fashion accessories because it has a unique texture, and it can also be used as a material for furniture because of its durability. Actually, everything ends up in like practicality, because tamarind shell is very abundant in the Philippines, but like they're disregarded as a byproduct of a tamarind. So we decided to like create something out of it because it's so abundant. I think Tamea is a really good material. It comes from tamarind and epoxy resin. It can be recycled if you want to, but what I really hope for this project to do is that to inspire more people to explore the eco-friendly approach to our circular economy.
So Lanzones peels are even though like the Lanzones fruit is 10% peel niya, 90% fruit na kayo. When in clusters kay madaghan yun ang collect. So amo sa the research na these what's ito ang English sa Lanzones? Basta that fruit cake it's high in fiber daw, so if it's ma-mix siya or like ma-experiment siya with another material, ma-make use ang fiber sa peels mo, maka-bond siya together, which maka-make durable material. So yeah, we stuck with that.
Naingon man sa research studies nga horticultural waste or fruit peel waste is one of the waste that is one of the ways nga second siya sa food waste nga subwaste sa food waste nya daghan sad kayo sa carbon market. So simply making use of those fruit peel waste kay makalesen jud siya of problems in food waste sa carbon market. Unya
naka-mention po si Sir Jay sa amo na essential jud na ay partnership ang designers or students sa ato ang mga local markets, kay they're mag-help hand in hand sa kung unsa na gamiton sa market, gamiton sa estudyante, unsay ma-develop ana.